Psst. Hey.
Lenny, what are you doing here?
I was cleaning the showers, and I heard something. What were you doing inside that cell?
I saw something very strange. I can't explain it yet. However, a picture is beginning to form in my head, but there's still a lot I don't understand.
Maybe I can help you.
You can? Please tell me how, Lenny. I'm growing more and more desperate by the minute.
I have a key. I took it a long time ago, before they released us from the Institute, around the time of the event.
A key for what?
Can I trust you?
Of course you can, Lenny. And I trust you as well.
All right. This is the key to Dr. Hawthorne's office. He knew things. There was chaos all around, and nobody saw me when I took the key and locked his office.
Dr. Hawthorne? Of course. Ebis Baker mentioned him in one of her recordings. He was quite close to the head director, right?
Yes. He kept secrets inside his office. You should look inside.
Thanks, Lenny. This is hugely helpful indeed.
Oh, one more thing. I was never able to enter the head director's office. None of the keys I took while cleaning worked. I think Hawthorne kept that key with him.
So Hawthorne's office may lead me to Hanwell's office? Interesting. Well, here we go.
Here's the key. And good luck.
Finally, we got some places to go. Oh, Chewy, do you like your new little, So I bought a heating pad, because I think Chewy's getting arthritis. I think he's arthritic, poor cat. And now that it's getting cooler, he's having a hard time moving as much. So I got a heating pad and put it under the little blanket that's right next to my desk that he's been sleeping on. And, he's enjoying it now. I hope it helps. And I'm gonna just start calling you Mr. Likely. BB then. So. No, I don't want to go downstairs. I want to go this way. I guess. Can you win this game? I don't even know. Whose key do I have? I have a key to an office. Yeah, he's sitting on it now. I think, it was warming up. I'm not trying to cook him. I'm trying to warm up his joints. Warming up his joints. Alright, so is this the key I need? No. I already have that. We do have to finish up our mystery meat run sometime. Hopefully we can get past the crashes. That was fun. That was so fun. Let's see. No. Husband was really getting into it too. Hey, Joel. Is it? Yes, I had access to Hawthorne's office. Or Hawthorne. I don't know. As if to foreshadow hideous revelations awaiting inside, the first drops of rain began to fall when I trespassed into Dr. Hawthorne's office. It seemed like no one else had been here in a long, long time. It's pretty dusty. An antique sofa which conferred a sense of importance, matching the sober decoration in the room. The ocean still loomed outside, its hypnotic ebb and flow presaging further horrors that no doubt awaited me. Anything good here? Oh, more writings. 4. Confrontation in the psychiatric. No record of the venerable Hanwell Mental Institute would be complete without an account of Dr. Ellis Hawthorne's companion, trusted associate, and loyal confidant of Walter Hanwell. Dr. Hawthorne's abrupt addition to the staff at the esteemed mental hospital was not without its share of controversy. He was an inscrutable character who, to the astonishment of many, quickly joined the highest ranks of the personnel list, skipping over roles held by established and arguably more qualified colleagues in the process. Dr. Hawthorne's accomplishments in the field of mental health are, for a noteworthy physician, meager at best. He rose to a certain level of public regard thanks to his imposing personality and stern countenance rather than distinct achievements, as he had a formidable presence that allowed him to immediately command the attentions of everyone in a room simply by entering it. His signature neat black suit paired with his cold, guileful gaze inspired equal measures of respect and fear in his peers. Rumors among those who were acquainted with the Institute's founder insinuate that Walter Hanwell's seemingly friendly, almost fatherly demeanor worked against him when it came to achieving his own ardent goals. It is speculated that this is the reason he chose to partner with Dr. Hawthorne, who soon proved to have more manipulative, ruthless ways of managing Hanwell Mental Institute. Okay, keep going. Over time, the grisly details of Dr. Hawthorne's practices began to surface. Many colleagues were horrified. Others who knew him well, less so. Testimonies hold that Hawthorne often engaged in heated quarrels with other staff members at the Institute. Nurses who chose to remain anonymous claimed that medical instruments previously thought to be lost would appear scattered around his office. While it's not unusual for a physician to work with dangerous tools such as scissors and scalpels, it is far from common to find them mishandled in an unsterilized environment. Nonetheless, this particular form of misconduct in Dr. Hawthorne's career could not be confirmed and was dismissed as malicious gossip from disgruntled employees. Dubious stories of patients secretly taken to his office late at night have not been verified either. It's all true. It all happened. He did everything. And what are these memos, these notes that are just littered around the hospital? I'm afraid my colleague Anne has elected to take an inferior direction in her career. I try to be open-minded while considering new ideas, but my goodwill doesn't extend so far as to resorting to shortcuts when it comes to the advancement of the healing arts. As much as I can fathom the notion of an integral approach, contemplating the impact of emotions on our behavior, biology is definite. Our physical body reacts to physical impulses. We could spend ages assessing the mind's response to kind words, but ultimately it's the configuration of our phenotypes that matters. One cannot possibly identify a subcortical disorder by means of a conversation. The direct stimulus of cells will always secure the path to success when dealing with an obvious alteration to the brain. He's freaking opening people's brains and poking around in there, isn't he? Yet Eberspacher insists on her holistic approach, which inevitably devolves into a waste of time. Our society is crumbling. Swift action is necessary. And in the case of this establishment, we are also spending valuable resources which are dwindling every day on her theories. Since I was hired at Hanwell Mental Institute, I've had the good fortune to work with various unique patients, investing a great deal of time in learning about their issues. Many of these are behavioral complications deeply rooted in their minds without a clear solution. Miserable subjects exhibiting a debased attitude who couldn't possibly fit in the world of civilized men. I find value in dedicating efforts to those without real hope, patients unable to produce a single neurotransmission that results in a meaningful stream of thought productive to society, but phony misfits who merely demand attention, the paranoid, the lonely, who mistakenly confuse the cacophony of modern life assaulting our senses each day with actual mental problems. Eberspacher can fritter her hours away as much as she wants. My issue is the money involved. It's always about the money. Brains are there to be poked. Yeah, hold on, I gotta wipe my glasses. Ugh, they're smudged. In the end, our existence is a biological accident. It's the glorious expression of our genetic material that confers meaning to our lives, and the only tried and proven way to deal with the ailments of our bodies is via the practice of standard medicine, and thus a shattered brain can only be fixed by physical means. Yep, he's in there. He's digging in people's brains. He's taking pieces out and putting them back together. Oh, man. Whereas I am about recording such notes on paper, Walter insisted that we thoroughly document these experiments for the benefit of our research. It's true that the process of writing in a journal allows one to more efficiently collect thoughts and ideas, make sense out of them. However, I'll have to strengthen security measures. To begin with, I've asked the janitorial staff to refrain from cleaning my office. Well, it's very obvious. At first, we tried straightforward questions. What did they see? Could they hear any sounds? How large is the chamber? Yet they seemed to have no recollection of the encounter. Next, we followed with a set of more specific inquiries. What is the being inhabiting that chamber? Does it look like an animal? Can you describe its shape? Did it move? Nothing worked. Their minds are completely blank, as if that moment was erased from their memories. However, there's no question that whatever happens inside that chamber provokes a severe reaction in them. The procedure is rudimentary, to say the least, but effective. We tie a rope around each patient's waist and push them inside, resisting the temptation to gaze beyond the threshold with all our might. It's hard to tell from our vantage point, next to the doorway, what transpires in the interior, but we don't sense any movement. Apparently, the patients remain still or are paralyzed even. After a few moments, we firmly pull the rope and haul them out. Bruises are inevitable as they hit the ground. There's no better way of doing this. They don't react to any stimulation while in that chamber. Walter then uses the device to lock that strange door. He is far more knowledgeable than me on such esoteric matters. We believe what the patients experience is unbearable fare. Our initial guess, that they were becoming paralyzed, was correct after all. It's like they shut down in the presence of that blasphemous form before them. The human brain is such a marvelous organ. Even their deeply damaged minds react to protect them when they're in danger. As we drag them out of that ancient room, we can discern an expression of absolute dread on their faces. Insane or not, human emotions are still the same, if they return to their old selves shortly afterward. As we drive them back upstairs, I now understand what we must do. So, are we talking about that mine? They're putting them in there and there's some ancient being in there? Is it Cthulhu? Is this a Cthulhu monster? Is it an old god under there that we're subjecting these patients to? The goal is to instill fear. Their minds are clearly processing the visual information. The theory is that if we are able to reproduce the conditions of the encounter, we should be able to recover details about it. Even if one patient is unable to describe it at all, we could piece together a more accurate picture from multiple recollections. It is not me! Not enough tentacles. Our current approach is savage. We subject them to extreme situations in hopes of prompting a reaction. I'm not proud of blatantly beating someone like some goon, but the promise of the knowledge and purpose concealed in that chamber is too powerful and supersedes my dignity. This guy, whatever. However, these methods aren't working. They react to pain, they cry and scream, but they don't do anything else. It's not true fear. We are not replicating the conditions well enough. This afternoon, I spoke with Ebersbacher about the regression she's observing in Group B. Of course, I had to play the fool, but her incessant babbling formed an idea in my mind. For instance, H has pyrophobia. The mere thought of fire or talking about it makes him tremble in fear. Ebersbacher recalled an instance during one of her therapy sessions in which a patient casually said something random about firefighters, and H instantly became agitated, tears rolling down his face. Following this revelation, I took him to the boiler room. the incandescent red glow from the incinerators, the shadows flickering on the walls, and the intense heat emanating from every corner in the room caused a wild reaction in him. I proceeded to question him about the encounter, and finally an actual detail emerged. He simply said big. But it's not enough. More stimulation is required. Especially in Cavernial-related situations. Come on. So seeing as YouTube is putting all those restrictions soon, I probably should be playing more of those Cavernial-related situations and not get them 18 plus. They would probably less likely get 18 plus blocked than some of these horror games I'm playing. Further efforts have involved more extreme measures. Simply placing the gas burner in front of him provoked a state of shock, not unlike what we surmise occurs within the walls of that room. Poor soul, H. Can't grasp that an industrial incinerator is far more dangerous than a small laboratory burner, but who am I to judge his emotions? However, that state of fear wouldn't allow me to press on. He didn't respond to any of my inquiries, just kept silently staring at the flame, so I moved the burner closer to his chest. Leveraging their fears is indeed the key. We managed to obtain much more information from these new sessions than from all our previous efforts. A picture is beginning to form. JC, afraid of dark. LH, brittle bones. RB, sexual act. BL, denigration. Uh-oh. You're gonna have him going nuts soon to Gabby.
This is the next subject. Yes, we may proceed. Leave it to me. Hello, Leonard. Do you remember me? I'm Dr. Hawthorne.
What do you want?
Poor Leonard.
Well, you may not remember this, but yesterday you went inside a place, a big room. We need to know what happened in there. What did you see?
I don't remember.
You need to make a big effort to remember, Lenny, or unpleasant things may happen.
There was a tunnel, but not ours. Things looked different. The smell, oh, such a bad smell. And then, no.
What happened next, Lenny?
At the end of the tunnel, I entered a room. Oh, my head was in pain. So much pain.
Describe that room for me.
I don't want to go back. I don't want to remember.
Describe that room. Now.
It's so large. The walls are strange, with shapes I've never seen, and there's a glow everywhere.
Are there tentacles? Come on, Lenny, give us the info.
And in the center,
What is at the center of the room?
no!
What did you see?
My head is pounding.
Think. Think. Remember.
No, 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 no.
You must remember, Lenny, for our sakes. What did you see in the room?
breaking his bones?
I'll be off the recorder until he's ready to speak again.
This Hawthorne guy sounds like he could be in a 1920s old school horror movie. Or 1930s. Like his voice actor. Alright. When he was right, then this was the key to the director's office, which was now in my power. Ooh. Got another one of those. Yeah, we saw that already. Well, he was torturing these peoples to find out the secrets of the universe. To find out what's beyond the veil! You and the butt probins, BB-10. That's lewd. Hawthorne? Who's the other one? No, they're not! Didn't I have that? Yeah. Yeah, I just came out of here. What is this other key? Who was the other doctor? I don't even remember. That's Ebersbacher. Archives. Is it upstairs? Well, not anymore. They're getting rid of all the illegal aliens out of here. Ugh. Maybe it's over here. Where's the map? I need to find. Let's see. No. Alright. Hawthorne, Ebersbacher. Let's go to the second floor. Maybe it's upstairs. Hold on. Finding in tunnels. Abuse of patience. Tasks. Play Hawthorne's reel. Explore. I don't know where the director's office is. Is it upstairs? Maybe it's back here. Key. No, I wasn't looking in the fountain. It's just I accidentally clicked because, you know, I spam my keys sometimes. Because, you know, maybe it'll make it go faster. Ooh, down here. Director's office. Plus we need... Where was the reel? It was in the, I think it's in the therapy room. Hydrotherapy, I don't know. Let's go check out the director's office first, though. Did I go the wrong way? Water closet. Laboratory. I went the wrong way. Museum. There we go. 2 a.m. It only took us a half hour. At last, I found myself at the heart of the Institute, the director's office. Was I going to find inside the answers I was desperately seeking? The director seemed to have a captivating collection of art. The switch didn't work. It doesn't have. He doesn't have Saturn eating his son, so it's not perfect. An elegant urn, which hopefully didn't contain any sort of cremated remains. I know. The human mind. A large collection of books, mostly focused on the topics of surgery and psychiatry. I couldn't make out what these jars were filled with, or why they were in this office in the first place. Tall ladder used for reaching the books in the upper shelves of this private library. The director seemed to keep his belongings neat and organized. It's in like 50% of all the horror games, especially point and click adventures and like indie games. It's like at least half of them. So a cozy coffee table decorated the corner of the office. Alright, we gotta go ransack his desk. Oh, maybe these cabinets. All these drawers were shut tight. Nothing here for me. Okay, can I not get closer? We prepared to delve deeper into the tunnel. Ellis had a few words with the security staff, playing the bad cop as usual and warning them about patients often going missing, while I returned them to their cells. Afterwards, as things went quiet, we grabbed a lantern each and scouted out the regions beyond the crevice. The smell was nearly unbearable as we traversed the tunnels. I could recognize the handiwork of our motley crew in carving out the walls, but suddenly the shape, or rather texture, of the tunnel began to change. It was still. I had made, dare I say, but yet different. Clearly the result of more crude tools. The rocks had developed a shiny, slippery surface massaged by the history of who knows how many countless centuries? Millennia? As we stepped forward, we noticed curious patterns on the stone walls and also objects such as pots, effigies, and other fragments scattered on the ground, which were covered by a layer of spongy moss. Somehow a whole ecosystem had survived within these underground, prehistoric walls. I pondered the deeper secrets that could be concealed within the bowels of this towering cliff. When I grabbed one of the items on the floor, my eyes were dazzled by a craftsmanship unlike anything I've seen in my life. Not even in specialized publications or museums. It's clearly alien. Absolutely alien. It felt strangely alien! See? He said alien! With hints of human crafting. Yet at the same time, it was not quite human. When I showed a weird sculpture to Ellis, he seemed more excited than I expected and urged me to move forward. We resolved to move these fascinating objects to a location where we could properly research them. We both agreed that the third floor of the hospital, currently in disuse, would be a suitable spot. Needless to say, there was a mutual agreement to keep this find from the rest of the staff. The continued investigation of these newfound underground tunnels are far more important than the remodeling of the building. Ellis warned me about expenses and such, but I dismissed such mundane considerations. Words aren't enough to convey my excitement. My hands are shaking with adrenaline as I transcribe this account. What we found at the end of that tunnel, it is beyond our comprehension. An ultimate, glorious secret right here beneath us. Ellis, impetuous as he is, motioned for us to go in, but I caught a glimpse of his presence, which was enough to paralyze my body and mind for what seemed like an eternity. Yet a fleeting moment must have passed as I grabbed Ellis's arm and ordered him to stop. We cannot go in our rational minds without... we cannot go in. Our rational minds wouldn't be able to stand it. It's Cthulhu, you guys. Come on. Some eldritch being. The same patients from Group B as before are the key to making progress. It's nothing short of a miracle that our financial woes prompted us to resort to using our own patients to conduct the work rather than a professional construction crew. The patients have no idea what we found, and even if they spoke out, who would believe them? Tunnels, weird smells, strange artifacts? An idea is forming in my head. I'm sure Ellis will agree. It turns out their fears are more useful than we thought. They've helped us come closer to the entity. I have no other words to describe him now. No rational mind can withstand his sight. After all, what do we know about reality? It's all merely electric impulses traversing our neurons. But if an alien being operates beyond the limits of our comprehension, those impulses would fry our brains. Unless our minds aren't operating correctly to begin with. They are indeed able to visualize something we couldn't possibly process with our sane minds. The fear they experience when they enter that chamber is evidently unbearable, according to their own testimonies. Even worse than long-standing fears from their own past. Yet something sticks in their damaged brains. We are unable to recover that information unless we somehow reproduce the same emotional conditions as those the patients had upon entering the chamber. So far, we've been able to recover one piece of knowledge from each one by stimulating them to experience their past fears using various methods. If we put everything together, then maybe. An unexpected turn of events. All patients presented to the entity have developed an anomaly. Something physical has changed in them. As far as we can tell, they're all developing brain tumors. Why this is happening we can only guess, but the evidence is unquestionable. Is it that even their damaged minds can't withstand the glorious sight of the being underneath? Or is there a deeper meaning behind this alteration in their physiognomies? I don't know how to say that word. We have no choice but to further investigate these tumors, yet we can't do it alone. The extracted tissues must be subject to standard procedures, and thus thoroughly analyzed by our pathologists. For obvious reasons, the source and nature of the masses can't be disclosed. We can't just drop them on their tables either, as questions would be asked. It's a blessing, as it is, that the Straub is working properly and leaves no scar, but we can't push our luck. Eberspacher is growing suspicious. We toyed around with the idea of firing her, but that might draw attention that we can't afford right now. Ellis had the brilliant idea of stimulating tumor growth in the same rodents already assigned to oncology. It's another fortunate coincidence that they're genetically similar enough to humans. Soon they will be studied and we'll get the information we desperately need. Ellis will take note of the identification tag and watch the team closely. We established that for a tumor to manifest, one must remain in his presence for a certain period of time. Still, I asked Ellis to subject me to a brain biopsy after my fleeting glimpse of those unfathomable shapes during our first time in that tunnel, just to be sure I'm safe. Something isn't right. The patients, they're acting differently. It's difficult to pinpoint in what manner. They simply don't feel the same. Last night, H was found lost in the basement. We didn't take him there. Also, L is known to experience absence seizures. But today I observed him in the yard, and He spent many hours just staring at the ground below him. They act as if... No, that can't be. Why would they? We must do something, and soon. Eberspacher is bound to notice. I'll have Ellis recommend shock therapy in the case of Elle. We risk an uproar, but there's no other option. My worst fears have been confirmed. There was very possibly something wrong inside me. And if that was the case, was there any solution at my disposal? The first step was to confirm the tumor was real. Uh-oh. We've got to use the strap on ourselves! What if it was a medical order? It sounds like there are a lot of medical order programs. How come there's nothing in here? They look like ordinary annotations. The vision of Walter Hanwell. Yes, self-probing. Guys, come on. The Hanwell Mental Institute was founded by Dr. Walter Hanwell, whose remarkable knowledge in the field of mental health care shaped the philosophy and forward-thinking nature of the establishment. As a young and promising general surgeon, he became fascinated with how mental illness worked, and firmly pursued his goal of understanding the intricacies of insanity. Dr. Hanwell actively encouraged colleagues and contemporaries in their studies of mental pathologies, earning him the reputation of benefactor of the insane. His strong legacy in the subjects of psychology and medicine permeates every room in the Institute. Dr. Hanwell was also known for his open mind when it came to the applications of experimental psychiatry, surgery, and more enigmatic forms of alternative medicine. One of Hanwell's greatest contributions to the field was the creation of the strop, an ingenious contraption for probing brain tumors, which is discussed later in this article. While this wondrous machine showed promise, it was developed too late for its time. He invented the strop just before the dawn of a new technological era in which the proliferation of the far less intrusive magnetic resonance imaging, MRI, used for the detection of brain tumors, pushed it all too quickly into obsolescence. Walter Hanwell's approach to mental health care was not without its share of controversy, however. He was known for adopting a mindset strongly focused on achieving fast results, disregarding established ethical standards in the process. One example of this was his blithe attitude toward conducting experiments on live animals, a practice already rejected among his peers. An anecdote in the annals of Hanwell Mental Institute history describes a shipment of foul-smelling rats transported to the premises for his gruesome purpose. In later years, Dr. Hanwell's interests shifted toward his more holistic, perhaps even spiritual methods for uncovering the secrets of the mind. Did he have a change of heart? Probably not. Seemed like a fine and expensive ink bottle. The director of the institute seemed to like handwriting. A random old book covered in dust. What's this? Ambrose, I must hastily write this letter to you, as an unexpected turn of events may have hampered the long-awaited resolution of our work. The book you recommended did indeed provide the means to understanding those primordial arrangements. Ambrose, we unlocked it. An extraordinary document, so precise. What seems to be inside? I can't elaborate further, and couldn't even if I tried my best, but I'm penning extensive notes for posterity. We must act quickly. There is a plan in motion, so to speak. It's far from the scholarly treatment this immeasurably overdue encounter deserves, but circumstances are acting against us. We need visual information that few human beings are able to provide. However, as you rightfully said yourself, Providence is on our side. Well, he never did finish his letter. My esteemed colleagues, I received news of your current line of research. What a remarkable find! To think you choose to erect the building in that particular spot. Without a doubt, the Moray have guided your way? Is that what it is? See if you can locate in your local library a copy of the Scolex of Velium, an ancient manuscript by an anonymous author, which presents an alternate configuration of constellations, one deemed too profane by the would-be astronomers of his age. It's a fascinating read that you'll find of exceptional interest, and I believe it will also assist you in making sense out of your fortuitous discovery. Yours respectfully, Am. So it's Ambrose. This Ambrose guy he was talking. This Ambrose M. All pens of no use. Well, now what? Let's see. Well, it was kind of. That's kind of what I thought, but the handwriting's a little hard to read. All right, I gotta play Hawthorne's reel. Moliere? I don't think it's Moliere. Uh-oh. So here's something really fucked up, you guys. If they were subjecting all of these people to their worst fears, and her worst fears is like sexual abuse, were the doctors fucking with her literally? Were they really? This upload is definitely getting an 18 plus. Getting marked 18 plus on YouTube. No, but seriously! They were breaking Lenny's bones and burning the one dude. Chewie. Hold on, kid. Is it too warm for you? Hold on. Oh no. Is it too warm? I'll turn it down. There you go. Oh, I think it was a little too hot for Chewie. I had to turn down his heating pad. Ow. Did I go ugh? I didn't think I ugged. You like that, Chewie? Or is it too hot? I could turn it down a little more. Okay, so I gotta go find... What are you talking about? Alright, where is that there? Hey, it goes in here. Yeah, Chewie, you gotta clean your butt. You were stinking a little bit there yourself. Oh, he actually cleaned himself now. That's good. Maybe the heating pad is helping his joints. I'm trying to cook him. I think the heating pad is helping his arthritis. He's actually cleaning himself a little bit. Alright, where is this room? Was it over here? No, I don't think it was hydrotherapy. Don't think it was the operating rooms. And why would I want to cook Chewie? If anything, I would eat Leon first. So, I really wouldn't, Leon. I wouldn't. Here, I'll show you a picture of Chewie. Alright, take a picture of him. He's looking pretty comfy. And we'll put it on. Where's the dang server? Here. Discord. Well, it isn't his name. I don't know if Leon's a kitten anymore. Are you a kitten anymore, baby? He's just happy somebody's home. Alright, where is this freaking... Where... Was that on the first... No. Was it on the third floor? Did we ever get up to the third floor? I gotta use this rail. Let's see. Let's look at the map. Museum. I don't think it was there. I don't think it was in the morgue. I don't think it was in the laboratory. Let's see. Office. Wasn't? No, I couldn't get into the office. I feel like maybe rehabilitation. Let's go back. Or maybe not. Okay, they won't let us into any of these wings. Alright. Where are we? Let me go up to the third floor. That's hydrotherapy. I think that's this. I think I'm on the wrong side. This place... How did we even... Oh yeah, we gotta go... We gotta go down and back up. Let's go talk to, Doris. Dorothy? She's not there. They were mostly uninteresting doodles that, Julia had probably drawn while bored. Better call Jerry! Those folders are of no interest to me. I was sure that was the classic model used by famed writer Michael Arthate. Not Dory. Whatever. Maybe it's back here. I think it might be back here. Yep, here we go. So we're gonna put... There we go. Dang it! That was their fault. I gotta get down there. Is there a body under there? That's what they get for fucking around. And they found out. I know, right? Alright, so what am I supposed to do? Retrieve item in basement. Investigate about the tumor. Oh, that's right. Time to go upstairs and do some surgeries on my brain. Yeah, F-bomb, I'm not trying to... I'm not trying to 18 plus proof my channel. It's already fucked. It's already fucked. There ain't no way. Alright, so where was I going? Oh yeah, I gotta go into the surgery room. Why are you doing the skulls? I didn't ugh. I can if you want me to though. Alright, time to do this. Alright. Right, Gabby? Always. Alright, here we go. The button didn't respond. It seemed like the machine was empowered. Damn it! I wanted to do brain surgeries. Alright, let's see. There's no way I could operate this frightening device without further information on it. Uh-oh. I see an ant. On. Dang ants. Alright, gotta make a note. Cancel Walmart Plus. That's on my note. A list of things to do. Because I got the free trial for free delivery. And then ant bait. By desk. No, I'm putting the ant bait down. I do not want them crawling on my desk. Running off with my cookie crumbs. They did that last time. They're little thieves. They were stealing my cookie crumbs. Ant bait. Oh man. I'm starting to get that metallic smell, you guys. You know what that means? Migraine. It's coming. It's a coming. Alright, I gotta find literature on how to run this thing. No, I'm not buying a desk. What are you talking about? You guys... I'm lost. Alright, I'm getting out of here. No, you mean no. The metallic smell is absolutely when I have when a migraine's coming. And it's actually, there is a scientific term for it. It's called an aura. I get an aura before the migraine. Some people see spots and lights. I get the metallic smell. But the good thing is, I already took some Tylenol earlier because I have this temporary bridge in, and it's very, very sensitive to like cold. And I was drinking. I drank something, and it made it hurt, and then I started getting a headache from it. So, but yeah, but I'm gonna get my permanent one on next Monday. It was probably my zero sugar root beer. What did I have? No, it was probably my root beer. I had my coffee this morning. That was warm. Warm doesn't seem to really bother it so much, but it's the cold. It'll get better once I have the permanent bridge in and it finally settles, but... What? Where's Dr. Miller? Dr. Miller was no longer working in the laboratory. Where had he gone? I mean, it is 1 a.m. They probably went home or to their quarters and they're sleeping. I gotta get up to the 3rd floor. Damn it, Letty! Can you move your cart? Oh. Alright, well... Let's go in the basement and see if we can't get the thing out of that grate. Probably. I need a drop. No, I'm not. Toll booths for the food that goes into my mouth? Maybe. Maybe. But no. Alright, let's see. Is this? No, this is the room. Someone, presumably a patient, had been thrown down there for reasons too disturbing to ponder. It all indicated that something important had been left down there, but opening this trapdoor was out of the question. Okay. Why don't we just find some bolt cutters? For the cars? What are you crazy? I don't have no cars going through my mouth. Yeah, actually, it was probably the root beer. I probably took a big sip. And it did it. Oh. Where is everybody? You do know what a bridge is, right? A dental bridge. Maybe Boris is around here. Nope. Nobody around. Well, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. What's his butt? Right. Bertrand returned to his eternal trance like nothing ever happened. He was touched by Cthulhu. He was touched by the Ancient One. Alright, so let's look at this. We need to drain the septic tank, investigate about the tumor, retrieve item in basement. He probably was probed. That I will give you. And now he is forever traumatized. Shit, where the hell is Lenny? Alright. Maybe we gotta find stuff in the library. Let's see. Let's see. Psychiatry. These seem like the oldest books in the library. They smelled like papyrus. A random collection of books, nothing that seemed important for my search. Just yellowed old pages. Couldn't say if there was anything of importance written, as they were utterly unreadable. Neurology, that's what I need. An old, unpublished manual about some kind of biopsy machine. Stereotactic transorbital brain biopsy equipment. Draft of instructions. Oh boy, this is gonna be intriguing reading. Totally enraptured. Draft of instructions. Warning, this equipment is still undergoing extensive tests. Any use of this machine on a living person must be supervised by a qualified professional. Well, I'm qualified. The Straub is a novel device capable of extracting a brain tissue sample without performing a craniotomy. It makes use of the empty space around the patient's orbital to reach areas of the brain without damaging the eye or causing long-term facial paralysis. Depending on the cranial structure of the patient, the coordinates of the transorbital device may need to be reconfigured in order to determine the correct angle for the procedure. The subject's height is not factored into the coordinates calculation, since the head should always be fixed in the proper position. Ensure that the subject's body lies comfortably on the bed, which can be extended for this purpose. Coordinates are calculated according to body mass, gender, and age. For example, an adult male weighing around 80 kilograms may need an angle between 180 and 190 degrees. The margin of error is calculated by the machine and compensated for using a state-of-the-art sensing component to aim for the correct entry point in the patient's left orbital. The needle may extract, retract, and move forward a number of times during this process, which is normal. Note, the device always aims for the left orbital by default. While recalibrating for the right orbital is possible, this makes no practical difference for the procedure. Before starting the procedure, be sure there is a professional validating the data provided by the control panel and an assistant positioned close to the patient in case of a reflex action during the procedure that could lead to irreversible damage to the patient's eye. Properly securing the harness should minimize this possibility. Oh, I'm losing an eye. I'm absolutely losing an eye. For a successful procedure, follow the steps below. 1. Turn on the equipment using the control panel. 2. Rotate the principal knob to the appropriate unit that corresponds to the patient's cranial dimensions. This will set the target coordinates. 3. The person assisting the professional should evaluate whether everything is in the correct position, particularly the harness. It is recommended to also check the position of the extractor needle and the bed. 4. The supervising professional at the control panel may pick up the wired activator and press the button to set the procedure in motion. 5. Wait until the extractor needle finalizes the procedure and is fully removed from the patient's orbital. If blood leaks through the puncture, wipe it with a disinfected towel. There is no need to treat the puncture. Oh, really? 6. Once the machine completes the procedure, the fluid containing the sample will be located in a sterilized receptacle behind the extractor component. It then can be taken in with the standard syringe, but be sure to properly sterilize the syringe so as not to contaminate the sample. I like how they're worried about not contaminating the sample, but they don't give a shit about the fucking hole that we just put in the person's eye. 7. Inspect the patient's orbital for any unexpected damage. Then have the patient remain seated on the bed to recover from any dizziness. 8. The brain sample is ready to be examined under a microscope by a qualified pathologist. The procedure is expected to last 5 to 10 seconds, depending on the lobe from which the sample will be extracted, so a sulcal depth must be accounted for in this calculation following the procedure. The patient may experience impaired vision and difficulty articulating facial muscles, but these effects are expected to subside within an hour at most. Oh my god, stop the crying. Lung cancer, adenocarcinoma, pancreatic tissue with possible incipient carcinoma, biopsy. Prostate cancer, BB10, I need a lewd. A rare type of gastric adenocarcinoma. Histopathology of rat colonic tissue. Benign microglandular adenosis in mammary gland. I need another lewd. Biopsy of unidentified brain tumor. Rat cerebellum tissue. Okay. There we go. Alright, time to go upstairs and do this procedure. Oh, come on. I have at least 3. You gotta give me more credit than that. Alright. Here we go. This thing totally looks accurate. Well. Whew. Alright. Where's the sample? Is it in this thing? Machine seemed in good condition and should work. Alright, where is the sample though? Do I have the sample? Instructions are for losers, you guys. they're for losers. I just need to find this thing and wrench it out of there. There, the machine seemed in good condition and should work. There we go, see? After the biopsy, the compartment in the back of the machine was filled with plasma. My own. Alright, let's see. We're gonna syringe it. The syringe was filled with sedative. I need to clean it first. Damn it. Hopefully there's a working faucet in here. Medical appliance. Yeah. Nope. Or is there some running water? Maybe here. There we go. Carefully, I've cleaned the syringe as best as I could. Alright. The syringe was now holding a somewhat sticky fluid with a red tinge. As I was repulsed to realize this had come from inside my head. Well, yeah! Alright. Are there no slides? It was now possible to analyze the organic material in the glass slide, but where is the glass slide? I know that's not how you sterilize it, but you know what? This place was these not come here, Leon. These doctors didn't seem very concerned about the patients. Drain the subject. Retrieve item in basement. Alright, hold on. Where is your? Are there any slides? Blank. I don't see any slides. No, they're not. How come I don't have any glass slides? It's not giving me an option. Drawer was filled with an ancient Greek drawing. Test tubes. That's not doing what I need to do. There's yellow papers. Is this a blood clot? Oh, whatever. Well, let me know if you hear the murderers come in. BB10. Let me know. Shit. Where are the freaking glass slides? Maybe I have to go get one from the laboratory. Be too late. It's a screen door, BB10, with a glass. I mean, it's not... It doesn't have, like, the mesh screen. We have glass up, so... A knife's not gonna do anything. Wrong way again. Oh, man. Look, it's just the Walmart delivery guy. Alright, laboratory. Maybe I can find some strange lab equipment. Oh, you're worried about them? Shit. I need to find some. Yeah, but I need slides. Shape of the tool gave me the chills. It looked painful. I had no idea what these tools were for, but I didn't want to find out either. Speaking of putting people in crock pots, I had fun with that mystery meat. That was fun. Bottles are filled with an indecipherable red liquid. Several lids for jars that probably had broken through the years. And old cans. Seemingly empty. Alright, this is not getting me what I need. Where the hell are these? Alright, I'm finding everything but the freaking the glass plates. I need to see my brain tissue. I just need to. What's this? My dear Walter, grateful as I am for your kind invitation, I still have certain matters to attend to in my homeland which prevent me from engaging in such a long trip, at least for the time being. However, rest assured that finally meeting in person soon is a priority for me. I think of you as a close friend, there for me when everyone else abandoned me. Oh, Walter, the things I have to tell you, for which, for our sakes, can't be disclosed in written words. Our mutual area of interest is on the verge of yielding benefits beyond our dreams. There is another tome that came to my attention, apparently terrible and dangerous, which may hold the final key to the puzzle. Mortius Cave. My studies revealed only one account of its existence, and, if the primeval orbs aid me, it might find a way into my prized collection. In any case, I wish you favorable kismet in your research. Your friend A.M. P.S. News of the deplorable situation in which your institute finds itself reached me. To state the obvious, I support your work without reservation. I trust that all individuals spreading malicious lies will be brought to justice. Our ways may be disapproved of by the blinkered peers of our era, but we are making strides toward a new age of science. In due time, our understandings will be celebrated, and historians will acknowledge our achievements. What do you mean it's Gabby's favorite thing? Undertakings. Alright, well, I'm not finding a freaking tray. I might have to look at a walkthrough. Ooh, did we read this? Fuck. Oh no. Chewie pooped. Hold on. Oh no, you guys. Covered, but holy crap, I think that might have been Leon. Leon, what is coming out of your body? Woo! Leon, clean your butt. Oh, alright. The influence of Ambrose Miller. I think we might have read this, but I'm going to read it again, because now that I know that they're doing crazy fucked up shit, I want to read it again. Another notable chapter in the Chronicle of Hanwell Mental Institute involves the cordial relationship that developed between Walter Hanwell and Dr. Ambrose Miller, a renowned chemist researching experimental drugs. Dr. Miller first achieved widespread fame overseas due to his involvement in the standardization of clinical drug trials, including the use of placebo-controlled double-blind tests. Regrettably, Dr. Miller's accolades came to an abrupt halt after the devastating thalidomide tragedy, in which thousands of babies were born with malformed limbs as the result of their mothers making indiscriminate and unsupervised use of the drug to treat nausea during their pregnancies. It had been said that Dr. Miller's insistence on demonstrating drug efficacy with no regard for safety played a significant role in this dark chapter of modern science. Since his insistence that patients adopt use of thalidomide has been recorded in multiple testimonies. Stop with the what? Just because I said a fuck? Come on! It's Renault. It's Renault. I don't know. It's whatever I said it is. Following the shameful debacle, Dr. Miller shied away from the public eye and became a recluse, maintaining communication with only a handful of select colleagues. It was during this quieter phase in his career that he began to exchange a feverish stream of missives with Dr. Hanwell. No one knows the exact nature of their ardent debates. It was established by acquainted sources that Dr. Miller was fascinated by the ambitious goals of his colleague, as well as the luxuriously equipped laboratory in his institute, but it was also rumored that these professionals shared a passion for the non-secular side of medicine. More recently, Dr. Miller emerged from his seclusion and, during an interview, expressed interest in becoming a staff member at Hanwell Mental Institute. Oh man, it still stings. Hold on. Did it not get covered up? Did the poop not get covered? Oh, it's partially uncovered. Husband's gotta put some more of this cat litter in there. Whew. It is stinking in here. Holy crap, cats. Holy crap. No, it's not delicious. Alright. Oh yeah, ant bait. After the stream, I got put ant bait down. I'm gonna murder those ants. They are not living on my desk again. Or near my desk. I got to murder them. Alright. I wish. Where the hell do I get these? Alright, well, I got this hydrochloric acid, which I forgot I had, so I'm gonna go downstairs and try to burn that block off, because clearly I'm not finding bolt cutters. Listen, if I let them go, they're going to have a huge colony in my office again. And it's going to take weeks worth of baits to kill them. To kill the queen. With an S. Probably queens. So I got to do it now. Alright, this is not letting me do it. What am I supposed to do with this, no. Why can't I use this hydrochloric acid on anything? No, I'm not. I'm a peasant, damn it. I'm a peasant. I think if I could just look at my brain, I could get through this chapter. Shit. Where am I gonna find... Kitchen, therapy room. I don't think I'm gonna find anything I need there. I don't think there's gonna be anything in the janitor's closet. Where do I find a glass slide? Where? Oh, yeah. There's the butt for a BB-10. What? It makes absolute 100% logical sense. Seems locked from the other side. That was an ass. It was a pretty nice ass, though. I have to say. It was a pretty nice one. So let me use the hydrochloric acid on this. At least try it, see what happens. What is lewd? Yeah, I don't know why I'm going there. Alright, I gotta find one thing. I'll make sure. Oh, I got a text or something. I did not get a text. Alright, what's this? Hydrotherapy? Maybe there's something in here. What? It was just a butt. How are butts lewd? We use them to sit all the time. Oh, hey. Spigot, likely meant for attaching something to it. Yes. Nice. This has not been that bad, okay? I've had worse. I've had worse streams. Listen, I'm not gonna let no freaking, AI checking my videos prevent me from saying what I want to say, which is F-bombs and butts. Leonard. Oh, it's broken bones. Yeah. Leonard Hunting's. They were breaking his bones. Poor bastard. We read this one, right? Yeah. Poor Dr. Ebersbacher. She just wanted to help these people. Alright, that's it. I'm looking it up. Asylum game. Glass slide location. Let's see. In the laboratory of the Asylum, specifically on table with a microscope. What? Well, whatever. I did look all over the freaking laboratory. Alright, we'll go back and look again. This is where there's a microscope. I don't see a microscope. I didn't see it. And it was not letting me interact with anything. Oh, that's a microscope. No, those were metal plates. I need glass slides. I mean, I'll go back and look, but it didn't look like I could use them. Up here. See, I can't interact with anything. It's not allowing me to interact with anything. In the glass slide. This is not a glass slide. Unless, BB10, you know what I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking. You know it. It's bugged! It's bugged. I cannot. Maybe this is wrong. Let's look. Maybe the AI is giving me wrong information again. All right. There's where we found the puzzle. Find the glass slide. I don't see it. In the laboratory? Let's see. Alright. Yeah. Oh, we're still at 1 o'clock, right? Or are we 2 o'clock? No, or 2 o'clock. We're at 2 o'clock. This is... Stop crying. Alright. What are they talking about with these metal tags and stuff? Alright, hold on. Alright, and use the syringe on the red substance in the vial. Turn around and use the microscope. Okay, but there's no glass slide. I don't know. Whether, oh! Okay, I know why. Alright, I need a tissue sample to compare. So I gotta go get a tissue sample from the rats. Yeah, rats. Sickening rodent decayed a long time ago. Was still in the cage. Did I get a rat? Yes, I did. I feared that I'd also be forgotten, left alone to die and putrefy in this dreadful place. Well, I must have grabbed the rat. Oh, I have the rat. Hold on. I have no... There is no thing! Hold on. Alright, let's see. Key. I have no rat. Didn't I get the fluid? But I already had the sample with me. Oh, man. Alright, hold on. This is way more involved. I gotta go into the museum now. Alright, where are the brains? That's hands, ears. There's the slide. It's a typical glass slide. The TPT 048 was written on it. Okay. Pick up the tweezers with care. no need to grab these feeble tweezers at present. What was I going to do with them? Okay. I need to get... What are you talking about? That's what I need to get. Right? Needed anywhere else. I left the tweezers in the exhibit. Alright. Grab these feet. What is it talking about? It says here. Now take a tissue sample from the jar. Same as the metal tag. Place the sample on the glass side. It won't let me do it. Oh, okay. We gotta put it there. What are you talking? Oh my god, this is so frustrating! BB10, I'm about to do a big grunt. There was no need to grab these feeble tweezers. What? Alright, I'm just gonna go. This doesn't make fucking sense! Open the drawer, pick the metal tag, exit the room, and head to the museum. Hold on. Because this is so fucking... This is... Shit, I want to be in here. This is why these types of games fell out of fashion. Because shit has to be done in a very specific order. There seemed to be a metal tag next to the rat with some kind of label on it. I couldn't read. What do you mean you can't read it? It's TPT-071. Yeah, but the order doesn't make... I don't know. It's just not making sense to me. TPT-071. Picked up the tweezers with care. Okay. It was dangerous to manipulate these tissues with my bare hands, and oh. Alright. I carefully took a tissue sample and placed it on the glass slide. Whatever, Whatever. I just want to look at my brain, and the game is not letting me. It is stopping me at every turn. Now I got all turned around. I know. Give me a minute, Gabby. Almost. I'm almost there. I think. Alright, I inserted the glass slide in the microscope. With much care, I placed a drop of the sample on the slide. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Do I have a tumor? Was it the same? I guess it is. I have brain worms! No! Couldn't believe it. I had confirmed what I feared the most. Nested deep inside my brain was an unexplainable tumor, the source of my visions and possibly the end of my sanity. No! Somebody has to pay for this! She was eating the baby. Alright, that was horrific.